How about now? See, OBS, the entire stream, apparently. Yep. Let's get that. Let's get a clip of that, huh? No, definitely the entire stream. I've been on mute. So yeah, good timing. I wish you were here. It's okay though. We'll call this one a wash. I think I'm just gonna close it, delete the VOD. Let's get out of here. I did get a gold though. It's a wide open dirt map from yesterday is what I've been playing so far. Yeah, we'll talk about everything later. I was thinking about, since you're here though, let's discuss this. I was just talking about how I might come back on a little later on instead. Just do some campaign hunting. Unless you're lining up to play, and then we can go ahead and hop in some rooms and stuff. I am in the room now. But it's a happy Friday, and I'm thinking about just kicking it with the new PUBG Rondo update. Might be a bit, but I shouldn't. Nah, yeah. It's you're not missing much. I already got a gold hero. I was about to leave. Fun map though by Decent Wiz from yesterday. And then I didn't do much in Cuppa today. I got like a 20th. I crashed out. I tried a risky finish that, which I'll show you in a minute. Because that's the next thing I was going to do, is just hunt a silver time over there and then probably call it. And the map's already queued up. I already have Chaco Cup stuff, new maps queued up, new maps of the under 10-second map style queued up. I was talking about all the stuff that I had to do yesterday, so I guess it'll be a full-on rewind later on. Talking about all the stuff I had to do to get this all set up. It's like, I swear I just got a new job and I don't even get paid for it. Like I did do tax forms and literally had to go to the bank and had to give some blood and had to change like two-factor authentication and get an authenticator app and hook up every single OBS plugin with a new Twitch like thing and one by one because I didn't know, and then reconnect everything. Like I didn't know how many different things I had set up on here until now. Like I realized it's a little bit. And just to get you the mid-quality streams you see in front of you right now. This one's a fun one, man. You should get a time in or two before I run. And then I just want to get that risky... There's a risky path on today's Cuppa, not just a risky fin. But I guess apparently another thing that happens is OBS. You reconnect stream with OBS and OBS goes to default. And default apparently now is no longer... I'll check that in settings later. I'll put a note about that. Default settings is no longer my microphone. It's doing something else. Which is a Windows update thing, oftentimes. Oh, I did do a Windows update yesterday. That's what it was. Whenever you do a Windows update, you gotta fix your OBS sound settings. And I learned that from Spike, but, you know, until somebody comes in the stream and says something. The first part of the stream, thankfully, if you go back, it was also me just being on mute, but just close up me for about 4.5 minutes of quality. Because that's what the people want. That's why that's what they're going to sit through the ads for. I would guess you have turbo flappy, but so this shouldn't affect you. But yes, we are rolling ads apparently. Like the lowest I could do to get the regular share, ad share, excuse me, is a minute. It's like a 90-second ad, 90 seconds worth of ads every 30 minutes. So it becomes like 3 minutes an hour. I don't think that's bad. I could do up to 22 minutes an hour. Like, what the hell? Who does that? I mean, I guess if you have like a show that people are gonna sit through the ads to, because it's so intriguing and still has a viewer. Yeah, I don't know. 22. You can go up to 22 minutes. That's more than a third Like 35% ads. I don't know what that breaks down to, but it's basically like every 37 or 8 seconds of content, you've got the rest of the time as ads. No, not even. Well, we'll just say every 40 seconds of content is 20 seconds of ads. But yeah, you can run like crazy dumb, like I think it's like 6-minute ad breaks every half 25 minutes or something like that. That's so weird. I really would just do the minimum, but it drops. Even if you do that, then not only do you get less for running them at all, and I don't even know what you get. Probably not worth it anyway. We'll see though after a month. But not only do you get less, but you get less of a share of that ad revenue. So Twitch needs more of that because you're not running enough or something. It's whatever. I won't talk too much about it. But we're glad to have a viewer here. Most of the day went without it, but it feels fine. There's no more pressure for that. At least not until we start getting that average of close to 75 viewers. Average of 75 viewers, which is like, to me means, you know, that's like, that's a rank of Trackmania streamer that isn't just pulling people from the Twitch category. Those people are like, people sign on when they go on stream. Usually very high skill players. We'll say that. People that are good at helping people learn the game, you know? So let's see, did Flappy get a good time? 42.2? We'll give you another minute here, Flaps. Nice time though, nice time. We'll give you another minute or two. Because I feel like you can definitely hit this all the time. It's all about gear management, from what I understand. I mean, it's a good bit about fighting a good line as well. Has to be. One good thing I did find out, so if I'm gonna do like an event too, or something where we don't want on the other screen to answer still here, just not playing. Gotcha. No worries. I didn't mean to give you another minute to play. I just meant that people are trying to set a good time here. So what we'll do, I mean, you could always do that too. I want to hit the other one up. I can still get a better time here, but am I gonna beat? Take notes? I don't know. Am I gonna move up any of the rankings? I don't know. If I could hit that without airtime, I would. Or that. Oh, there's a lot of improvements here still. That was pretty good. .4. I'll go for sub 44 here. That's what I'll do. I'll just go for sub 44 and call it. Yo, in a minute. What's up, randomer? How's it going? Look who's got channel points. Now accepting all Twitch Primes. Yeah, we got NOR coins. So far, all I've added onto NOR coins is toggle glasses and play 5 minutes without restarting. Like, we'll figure some things out. How's it going for me? Pretty good, man. We just got monetized yesterday, got everything set up, had to take a day off to get everything squared away with the stream. It's still a little shaky, but mostly there. Yo! Here we go! Let's go! We've got our first subscriber to the channel. Flampy, thank you so much. Wouldn't have it any other way. And if you didn't notice yet, look, there's a green... You gotta be first, of course you do. That's so cool of you, thank you, man. If you didn't notice already, even after as you're paying for your way through, you've got a green, yeah, you got the first first badge up there. You got your moderator badge up there. I don't know. I just went ahead and knighted you without you asking, or needing, or or without asking you. So hopefully it's okay. I figured out how to do it finally. I had to un-VIP you to moderate. I could have probably done that with a lot of people before. You were as an editor and a VIP, but it wouldn't let me add moderator, which is grayed out. After I got this, I figured out that if I just unchecked the other one, it came up. But I don't know if it has anything to do with affiliate or not. It's important. It's unimportant now. If you don't want the badge, I get it. I could take it off. If like some people just don't want that, there's no responsibility that comes with it at this point, though. Just more rights. But I figure with all you've done so far with the bots and the channel, anyone deserves it, surely is you. Super appreciate it, though. And I will have to get my... You in a club match? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Exclamation mark join in the chat. Or you can just scroll up a little bit. I think the instructions are there, but we're in Trek of the Day Hunt, TOTD Hunt, in the club. Not a match though, just a hunt room. It's a fun map though. I almost don't need to go to the next one. The next one's like gonna be more of a hunt. Cool, cool. Happy, welcome. That's right. Now it's all coming back to me. People with two names are tough sometimes. I knew I knew you, but now I remember a little bit more about it when we met. Woomba. Well, I'm gonna give people a moment or three to get a couple more runs in this track. That's really cool that it gives you the first badge that I didn't know. I've never seen that before. Or known what it meant. If I had seen it before. Boom. Well, thank you so much again, Fluffy, and hopefully that will be the first of many. We'll only need about, what, 1,000 more of those to make a lifestyle out of it. But even just close to, you know, I don't know, 50 to 100 more would make it so I could at least not have to stress finding a part-timer right now. For a while. First streamer with 1 million subscribers. I could be that guy. I could be that guy. On Twitch, right? Man, nobody gets more than like 10k, 20k, 30k subs, 50k maybe, but like that's insane to even think 10k. Those people are getting like $30,000 to $50,000 a month to sit and play video games. But they do dedicate, I mean, they dedicated their whole lives to it, so you know, to know that is there is an upper echelon of streamers that way, but the things that they do to hold an audience and things are not that sort of entertaining I'm probably going to do ever. So chances are we will not be a million subscriber streamer unless that happens to be on YouTube and we find a way to bot very well. You've seen Virtual make 50k in a single hype train. That's deep dip. That's for like free, yeah. But yeah, it is possible. That's wild. I didn't know it was that high. I know that he'd made, like, in the times that he was playing Deep Dip, he'd made more than the prize pool, you know, in like memberships and things. That's wild though. And thank you for even considering that sort of level when we're talking about it, but you never know though. You know, as things build, as time goes, as the community builds, as the game is strengthening and we get more and more people that are interested, and Virtual's gonna get, you know, more and more into Anna and less into Trackmania. No, we don't know about that for sure, but he has also slowed down streaming quite a bit, so like there will be a void. There will be some room for the more chill streamers that you know, hopefully. I don't know what we get to start talking about, but we're gonna need our own pyramids. No, I guess it's not really about having something that interests other people to talk about as much as it is talking about things that interest you quite heavily. And then, you know, people will find their own interest in it or not. And the ones that already have it will appreciate it. The ones that don't yet may appreciate it. But I think that isn't, I mean, the pyramids are an interest of mine, but I don't care anything about the people, the history of it, because those people are always going to be gone, and we'll never know their deeds or their, like, you know, their morals. They're like, it's really difficult for me to wrap my head around anything that could happen back then, because we don't know. We really don't know. It's so dark, you know. We don't know. But yeah, it's like it's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy. I can't call it impressive though, because it's definitely all still on like brainwashing and slave labor or manipulating of people into, like, you know, through force. It's wild. But at the same time, it's like, wow, somebody was able to do all that? That's pretty, like, in a way, in like some diabolical way, impressive. It's not the word I want to use though. But yeah, besides that though, like, what else we talk about, you know? It can't be just about, I mean, I do like space launches. We can get into those things. We talk about that. I don't know very much in detail. They say it might have been volunteer paid laborers. Yeah, those people just wanted free food, and they knew that they could get it if they hung out by the Pharaoh and just packed mud in the sun all day, or whatever the hell. I don't... Sure, it's potentially that they would go to like very starving areas and just grab everyone and say, hey, come be strong with us. But they didn't, you know. I don't think that that's likely. I think it's likely that all the wealth was distributed so unevenly, and you know, that they had the control to be able to say you either eat or you don't today, and this is what decides it. And it makes sense too in like a barren area as such. You know, if you don't have any way to get anywhere or to, and it's not like stuff's just growing out there that's edible or walking around very much. Anyway, though, enough about the bleakness of the pyramid. It is a cool interest to have, though, and I do get it as an interest because, like, it's something that isn't really discussed much in school. Like, we see it as we talk about, like, it's the wonder of the world, but no one ever talks about why it's so impressive, why we don't know how they built it. You know, how much further do I have here? Okay, I need 6 thousandths. Let's go. That was the goal. And how's everybody else looking? Happy still got a run to go at gold? Okay. Oof. I've gotten so much worse, to be honest. You know what? I feel like I'm starting to feel like that too. But I think if you're judging yourself by the cup of the daytimes in the past week, then don't, because I feel like they've been tougher. If you can just feel it. But I mean, you'd have to play a map that you're already practiced on to say that for sure. Because this map, while it looks like it's supposed to seem easy or whatever, it's like, it's still got some like, it's got some tricky parts, some clever tricky parts in it. I don't know how else to say it. I guess one thing I could say about the volunteer paid labors is, yeah, when you're volunteering because you're thinking you're doing it for God, it's a different kind of volunteering, you know what I mean? It's like basically doing it to save my eternal soul, like. I think that's where those volunteers came in. If that is the truth. They still were, like, in a way, like... They weren't doing it because... Well, even if that... I mean, maybe that is what made them happiest. To know that they were safest in their afterlife, or, like, even if... Like, it's just because whether it's true or not is moot. For them to know it during life gives them the feeling of comfort or safety, and maybe that's what their, you know, overall survival brain craved, and what they did maybe that was their best life. Maybe that was living their best life. And this is one other reason why I would never go back in the future, or go back in the past. That's something we could talk about. Time travel. Would you prefer to go back in the past? To any date of your choosing, but without the ability to ever return? Or the same to the future? one-way trip. You could only go forward or back. It would have to be outside of your lifespan as a time frame that you could move to. You wouldn't go. Yeah, no, never the ability to return. Future or past. We figured it out. You guys can, somebody can go, but we can only send them. I guess what you have to do is go to the past, right? So we could send back the tech for the time machine and keep doing that or something. Future doesn't benefit anyone, right? Because you can't share anything you learn there. You don't know any new information. You get to see where the world has gone, but you can't do anything with it. You know, you can experience it for yourself, but it's a very, I feel like the future is the selfish way to go. Like the fun way to go, and then the past would be like the scientific or the more beneficial for the societal way to go. And only that would have to be to a very specific moment. And then of course with a plan to somehow send the message back of what we discovered about the time. You know, the traveling to the past could then again, it's only beneficial if it's a different timeline. Otherwise, you can't change anything or share info. I mean, yeah, but you could. If it's... I guess maybe not then, because you would know that you went and did this before you did it. And that's the paradox. Like, you couldn't leave a time capsule that's there already when you left. I mean, you can. There's movies that prove show that there's ways to do such things. I guess, but theoretically, but like there'd be some fudgery. I guess that's true. Timeline shift, but that's why I kind of kept it outside of your own lifetime, so that you would never interfere with like running into yourself, or you wouldn't be able to benefit yourself or your. See, but to go back to the past, if you benefited if you changed your ancestors' past, then that throws off the whole timeline too, because then it's no longer the same timeline. So yeah, I guess if we'd have to like somehow eliminate all like timeline paradoxes and just assume that everybody could live happily ever after. Okay, how about this? You'd go back and witness. You could go back and witness the future or past. As an observer though, not as a being that's there. So you'd still be there. You couldn't interact with anyone in either time. But in that you could either reveal something about how the future will be, or learn any one thing you know about the past. That's probably more of a scenario that's ponderable. And one that maybe people might believe that's achievable, like, you know, like let's say when you die, you now have the ability to not only move left, right, up, and down, but also forward, back in time. You know, what do you do first? Do you go see how everything turns out? Do you go start watching all the like which way did how did all this start? You know, and I mean that's if you have unlimited uses. Which way do you even go first? You know, because of course you're going to do it all. Most people would. That's why you would need an eternity for an afterlife. In order to, the only way that an eternal afterlife could be fun is if you could have that sort of transmutational ability to like basically just go be anywhere, anyone, at any moment and experience observation through that set of circumstances. I feel like that'd be one heck of a heaven, and I'd sign me up. You know. Like, but if it's just eternal life, so I could just like float in a cloud and sing with a harp and some wings, I'd get really bored really quick. You've seen The Good Place? Yes, I have. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. That was pretty good. It got a little like they needed to get twisty at the end for some reason, but yeah, it was pretty good. I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe it's something I could watch again, even honestly. I think I would quickly remember most of it, though. I remember that they had partners. Oh, that's a spot I hadn't picked up before. Pretty soon, though, I think we're going to hop to the other side of the track. Looks like most people are just about done here. Get a good time over there. See how many people are playing, what you guys want to do. And then I'm going to call it for today. Maybe come back tonight for a hunt stream. We'll try to get 4 hours in today, though, if we can. I know you hear call it and then hear 4 hours, which means another 2 hours, but after everything I said, it could easily be another hour. I really want that low jump now that I've seen it. But yeah, to have the info lady, like the good place, it was like a fun little concept thing, but oof. I think anything that shows an afterlife with humans is a little off already. Yeah, it was. No, it really was really great. It was a cool concept of a show for sure, and it was like one of those shows you don't want to end, but you also like, you know, you're like, come on, this can't go on forever. Like, you have to like, you have to wrap it up for something like that because it's. Yeah, I'll have to rewatch, and I remembered that that's what I meant. It got really twisty at the end. Like I liked it, but at the same time I was like, whoa. Like I remember that it got pretty deep. I forget how it went though. Like the parts that were interested me then most about that ending. But about how basically like being in, I think it basically ended by saying like the real hell was thinking you can make it into heaven, like, and trying the whole time to to make it work, which is an intense statement to say, you know, as a sitcom. But I also might have completely missed the twist that I'm forgetting about. That's not what you remembered. I only say that because, like, okay, the whole time they thought they were like in heaven, but it was, I think it was just a full. If I'm remembering it right, I might not be. It was just like all of it was twisted that it wasn't actually. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. I remember the devil was a separate character, but I thought that it ended up that God wasn't God, that he was actually the devil or something. And then like, but maybe maybe I need to rewatch the last couple episodes, and we'll have more conversation about it next time. But that it was like that they were always like her pretending to belong in the good place the whole time was all just her actual punishment or something. but maybe I was wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong now because I can't remember. I really don't remember. I just remember I remember that it ended in a pretty crazy way for the rest of the series, compared to how the rest of the series was flowing. There's a fast time. Oh, shish. All right, let me get out of here. Let's go to the next. Before I do not play anymore. I'm gonna take a quick hydrate break as well. Let me ask you what you remember. The view of heaven in there and how they finished it was really great, particularly the last 2 episodes on a philosophical standpoint. Remember that they got heavy philosophically. So, if you can frame it at all, just to summarize the end perfectly, yep. And then I'll be right back to read and catch up and remember probably. Friends like you are why I have good memories, because I wouldn't have any without people. I used to call my best friends my external hard drives, where I'd stored all of my most important and sentimental memories. They all get bored of being able not to do everything in heaven and killed themselves one by one. Oh, that's right. The good place was like falling apart, but it was also that it was just a project. Like he was trying a different way or something. Which was maybe that was always the thing. No, that was always the premise of the thing. That's right. Yeah, no, I need to get back and watch that again. I'll probably maybe spend another season watch with Tinkermell on that one. All right, this is today's Cuppa. Crazy, crazy cup. But in between there and season 4, yeah. It's like when I watch a show like that too, I really binge watch the shit out of it. So it all just kind of blurs into like a memory of I have like a 3 or 4 character and like a few different like colorful scene flashes of a memory of the whole series, and then it just like condenses into like one vector in my mind, one area of vector space. What's with the frame skips, guys? Not this again. This one seems fine. Nope, there it is. Game ready driver. I swear, man. Cannot catch a break. What we're gonna get though here is, once this does install my graphics driver, it's gonna shut down OBS and stream and everything. So, time begins now. I know a trick to reset my graphics driver without restarting my computer, which is great. But that doesn't stop it from shutting down OBS. You have plans to be on later tonight, Flappy? Or do you know what's going on tonight? I don't even know, community-wise, what's going on tonight. It is Friday night. I think I might do a little mapping. I thought about getting something mapped up. I want to do I really want to try to do a dirt map with all the way too many transitions and like maybe some of the stuff that I just saw on the other map as well. Like, I don't know. Not as a stream idea though, but that's just something else I was thinking. Tonight you'll probably be around? Okay. Maybe the week at 10? I'm thinking more like around... Yeah, I was thinking more like I'd be on around like 7:30 or 8 maybe, and maybe even earlier a little.